and I'm up here in Master Control and starting my day off here on a Saturday morning with camera stuff, focus camera stuff up here. I've now got the robot camera back here, and I'm starting to get everything set up so that I can really start rewriting the code. Unfortunately, the code I did write locks up for some reason, so I kind of started over and with some simpler code, and things seem to be looking a little better, but I got a little work to do. And also today, hopefully I get a chance to talk to what Mad Mac Mike, I think. Sorry if I got your IRC name wrong, but hopefully we get a chance to chat with him about the new code for the weather camera, so I can at least understand what's going on then in that direction. Anyways, to work with me. So I just got done talking with Madman Mark from Australia about the weather camera control software, and he actually indicated to me that I can't pronounce I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names, but that individual as well as Rocco all kind of worked together to get this working. So good job, guys. It looks really great. It seems to work really great. The code looks awesome. It's way beyond what I would have written for it and actually even know how to write. So good job, guys. You guys are awesome. Something I'm learning about the ETH10 Arduino boards. They are incredibly picky on what they're plugged into. Plugging into the switch that runs radio, somewhere buried in the table over there. Nope. Doesn't want or doesn't like the break in the cable. Plug it into that switch that's hiding over in there in that corner through my cables. Works fine. So I'm not really certain why that would be. I'm sure it has something to do with maybe the pickiness of both this Arduino board and that switch over there, and life in general just screwing with me. But okay, damn it. Well, it's taken a while, but a couple of things learned and a couple of things reprogrammed. I found something odd, and I don't really know what's going on, I guess. But when I seem to use carriage returns in the text strings I send over to the Arduino, it seems to not be able to detect the carriage return. Like, it can't find it. Even the character. I mean, I know it's an ASCII character. I know all that stuff. But it seems like when I try to find this character, it can't find it. So I switched over to line feeds, and that seemed to resolve the situation. I can find all the commands now as they come in and process and break out of the loops and do all the things I need to do. But with using carriage returns, it just doesn't seem to like it. So yeah, that's a thing. I don't know. But now the camera moves, and it moves well. I was running my test program that makes it go up and down and move around and stuff, and it seems to be handling it better. It still doesn't get every command. Like, every once in a while it'll just drop a command. I don't quite know why. It seems to be processing right along and then it drops it. The only thing I can figure is either the timer kicks in and that causes some kind of an odd problem that I just can't detect, I guess, or it just cuts off the message like halfway through or a quarter way through, like it's reading in the camera command, and then it gets 8 characters and it goes, oh, that's the end of the packet, and then it just terminates it or something. I'm not really certain what's happening there, but for the most part it works fine. And for user inputted commands it works great, but when it comes to the computer actually like generating a bunch of commands to send to it, it just doesn't seem to work. And I don't know what that was. I swear I heard something fall. Anyways, I don't know. Anyways, so that seems to be working, and I'm kind of pretty happy with that. I kind of wish it was better, but I think for these purposes, I can go on. Another thing noted, or to note, and I have to figure out here, you can see this white cable here running into. This is my Ethernet cable. I designed, or I built in an Ethernet cable into this DB15, and you can see it comes out to this nice little shielded Ethernet port. But for whatever reason, it doesn't like it. Connection is spotty. Sometimes the Arduino won't even hook onto the network. So I've got a problem. I'm thinking my solution might be I need to put a little Ethernet jack right here, maybe, or somewhere on this side here, and actually put something like, oh, here's a little hack together. Something like this, I guess. Maybe that'll give me a better connection. I don't know if it's a connection issue or interference issue, because it is close to power, but it's DC, so it, doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways, so I've got that to solve, but for the most part, the code's good, or seems to be good, seems to be working, and I'm going to do some more exercises with it, but if that's holding on, then maybe it's time for the other guys to take over and do the website portion. So it's getting to be the end of the day, and I've torn the system apart again, but this time because I'm going to install it. It's working, the code's working. I've set the source code out to Rocco and Madman Mark in the UK, not the UK, in Australia. So they can look at it, play with it, change it if they want to. They talked about integrating an HTTP server into it. I know nothing about that, but I did send also some crib notes over on what the commands that are currently in the unit do. So now I'm going to put it up there on top of the weather camera, and I need to get some bigger clamps and stuff like that. But I'm going to clamp this guy up there so that they can move it around and look out here and maybe look down on there. Just a good test area where they can zoom in on things and focus, and as well as they should be able to see all of master control from that location. So, but that allows them to have access to the imaging computers and all the other stuff that they need. So that's pretty cool. That's going to get set up here momentarily, hopefully. Well, there it is. It's installed, at least the prototype. It's got a lot of messy cables up there yet that need to be reined in, and the wonderful, annoying thing right at the 11th hour is that Cisco switch does not like the Ethernet thing of that, and I think it's for all Cisco. I don't understand why it don't work, but it don't work. So I hacked in a Dell, which looks like an SMB, switch, just to kind of route around. So it's like that's plugged into that, and that's there. It's like, what the hell? So I probably just rip the Cisco out of there and put the Dell in there. Even though that's terrible thinking, they think Cisco, right? Better, right? I don't know what the problem is. If you do, comment below. If you have seen somebody who goes, really what you got to do is make a code change to this. I'm looking for specifics because I searched a little bit, didn't find much, just said, okay, screw it, doesn't work with Cisco. So, but yep, got an image, and that's plugged into that computer down there as well. So it should be able to be imaged out and whatever. It's set up, it's running, it's responding to commands, it's fat, dumb, and happy. Now, if it does stop, the one thing to do, and I know you can't do this from the internet, but people who maybe, could maybe text somebody in the building or whatever, that green extension cord, let me get closer. That green extension cord coming down from the top is connected to the power supply that's temporarily crammed up there. So just unplugging it, plugging it back in, you're back online. But right now, it works. I'm right there. I'm right there. I'm so happy. Come on, focus. I'm so happy. I'm right there. There's the camera. I'm right there. I'm losing my mind. Okay. Anyways, it works. That's a day. See ya.